It's just an amazing aircraft, and the only one you'll ever see in Britain. Its technology, its shape, and particularly what it was built for. This incredible power of nuclear deterrence, but really with the hope they would never ever be used. My name is Barbara George, and I'm the museum director here at the Yorkshire Air Museum and Allied Air Forces Memorial. The Mirage 4 arrived at the museum on the 29th of March 2017, so it's been here for 4 years. We received the great news that the French Defence Minister had finally signed the assent authorization for the Mirage to be gifted to the museum. So once we received the news, we were delighted, but obviously it started this process, this enormous logistical process to get the Mirage to be transported from France to England. But to find the right truck company to transport massive fuselage and wings on 2 carriages, we had to obtain permits to cross the channel, permits to disembark in the UK, permits to drive an exceptional convoy on the M1. And effectively, on the 29th of March in the afternoon, the Mirage finally arrived at the museum. We'd followed it all day through Facebook Live, crossing the whole of England. And as it arrived, it was a great moment of joy for the whole museum community and our supporters.
My name is Gary Hancock. I'm the Aviation Conservation Manager here at the Yorkshire Air Museum. Yeah, the Mirage 4 took a couple of weeks to reassemble. We were lucky that when the aircraft came over, it came with 2 French engineers who were working for the French Air Force at the time, David Dron and Lionel Schmidt, who were both absolutely superb. It was a pleasure to work with them, a pleasure to watch them. They were just such superb engineers. Everything they did was done with the precision that an aircraft engineer works with. The way they put the pins in, the wing pins, over here we'd have probably persuaded the pins with a hammer to go in the hole, but they insisted that we jack the aircraft up and down, up and down, up and down, left and right, until the holes lined perfectly, and then in the pins went, and you could almost just hear the air pushing through the hole as the pins went in. No hammers, no nothing at all. In fact, that was one thing I noticed in their toolkit, which had got everything you need. And I thought it was strange that they didn't have a big hammer. They had a little toffee hammer, but they didn't have a big hammer for hitting things with. And that's because they didn't need it. So when they put the aircraft together, it just went together beautifully. You know, there's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it in this country. The predecessors of the squadron that flew this aircraft were based here during the war. And so there's a natural link there. And we just needed it to come to our museum.